Gordy, you miss Taiwan?
I do. I'd love to go back. 也可以说我1976年在台湾住了1年，我在味道中学教了书。
How's it going, everybody? Wes Davies here. Welcome back to a very, very special video. So as some of you long-time channel viewers might know, my uncle, Uncle Gordon, actually used to live in Taichung, Taiwan in 1976, which by my calculations is almost 50 years ago. So right now in this video, I have some very exciting news about, let's say, his upcoming travel plans. So right now my uncle is in Toronto, Canada. I am, of course, in Kaohsiung, Taiwan. So I'm gonna run downstairs and in a few minutes, I'm going to call him on the video phone, video chat, and we are going to give you guys some very, very good news about what is going to happen in just a few weeks' time. So without further ado, let's go talk to my Uncle Gordon. Hello, Gordon, how are you?
I'm very well, Wes. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. So it's been a while since we've done one of these online interviews, and if my longtime viewers might remember, Gordon and I talked about 4 years ago, and we were talking about his experience living in Taiwan, believe it or not, in 1976 and 1977.
Almost 50 years ago. It sounds unbelievable to me.
Yeah, I mean, time really does fly. And one of the reasons why I've dug you up, my Uncle Gordon, coming back on the channel, is because you are actually coming back to Taiwan for a grand tour, a Huandao, with you and some of your good friends.
That's right, yes. About a month from now, we'll be arriving in Taiwan for 3 weeks. We'll do a tour of the island. Thanks very much for the help that you've given us in setting up the places to stay. We'll be in the main cities. We'll be in, I think, some very nice hotels. We'll be in some Airbnbs and 1 or 2 resorts that I'm really looking forward to, that you particularly recommended.
That's right. We've been kind of working back and forth, planning, I don't want to say an extravagant trip, but because I know Gordon is only going to be back in Taiwan for a couple of weeks, I want to make sure that he sees the best of Taiwan. So I think we've got some nice places planned out, and I can't wait to welcome you back to Taiwan officially on this trip of ours.
Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to it. One of the friends on the trip trained as a chef years ago. He doesn't work as one, but he's got a very good palate. So you're going to recommend some good restaurants to us. And I'll be really eager to listen in as Joe sort of analyzes the cuisine. He's very open-minded. I'm sure he's going to like it all. But he'll be able to detect flavors and spices and ways of cooking in a way that I can't, because I'm just not a good cook. So I'm looking forward to that as well.
That's right. Well, he can do the analyzing and we can do the eating and enjoying.
Exactly. It will balance out perfectly.
Yeah, that sounds great because, as you know, I've lived in Taiwan for 7 years and I've really enjoyed the food, as my viewers enjoy pointing out to me. Thank you very much for that, guys. But yeah, I can't wait to show you some of my favorite restaurants, and you know, we're going to be doing a multi-city tour. So as well, if any of you in the comments would like to recommend some particular restaurants or styles of food or dishes that we should try with Gordon and his friends, do please let me know.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting because Toronto is very multicultural and it's got a lot of restaurants, Chinese restaurants that are considered very good. But it'll be interesting to be in Asia and see if the food is exponentially better because they can get better ingredients there than in Canada. The ingredients just aren't the same here, obviously.
Of course. And here in Taiwan, you know, you'll have the same woman cooking the same dish on the same street corner for 30 or 40 years.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
We just don't really have that kind of food culture as much in Canada, I would say.
No, we don't have street food, for sure. And well, we eat bad frozen food if we're in a rush, whereas the Taiwanese have the good sense to buy good street food if they're in a rush.
That's right. And I would say particularly in Taiwan, most people do eat most of their meals outside their home, which is completely opposite to what we do in Canada.
That's right. Yeah. For one thing, it's cold in the winter, but also we just like to be at home.
Yeah.
Often eating bad food, as I say. So it'll be interesting to try Taiwanese street food and then some good restaurant food as well.
So that is pretty exciting news that my uncle is going to be coming back to Taiwan. I absolutely cannot wait. But one thing we are going to be doing during our entire trip, our Huandao, is of course staying at a bunch of hotels and Airbnbs. Now imagine how much better our experience would be if we always knew that we had an Emma mattress or an Emma pillow. Well, right now Emma mattress is running a very special promotion that gives you 50% off the Emma Black Diamond mattress as well as the Graphene Black Diamond memory pillow. So right now just head over to the Emma mattress website, which I will link right down below, for the Black Diamond mattress, which of course includes the cooling technology. The memory foam actually increases breathability by 40% and temperature regulation by 23%. This is all through the independent tube technology, and this also has the added bonus of providing better support, and trust me, it leads to a perfectly comfortable sleep every single night. And you can also hop over there and grab the Emma Black Diamond memory pillow. I love this pillow so much that I ended up giving it to my friend. He recently took us camping and he helped out so much with the trip, and I know that camping can be a little bit annoying sometimes with these tiny little travel pillows, so I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna give him one of these beautiful Emma mattress memory pillows. Ryan, man, thank you so much for inviting us out here today. You know, camping can be a little difficult sometimes. I know you're very well prepared. I'm pretty sure you're gonna like this. This is one of Emma's best pillows. Check that out.
Wow. That is a beauty.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty nice, right?
Oh yeah. That's gonna give my head a nice rest.
Inside, there's multiple foam layers that you can take out or put back in, like depending if you want a thick pillow or a thin pillow. And then the cover is also
washable.
Totally washable.
Wow.
And you can see how breathable it is.
Well, thank you very much.
No problem.
I appreciate it.
And thanks for inviting us out for camping, man.
Yeah, no, it was great. I'll have to do it again.
Absolutely. So Emma's memory pillow also has the diamond degree cooling technology, exclusive 3-layer memory foam, freely adjustable height. So once again, click the link right down below, head over to Emma's website, you'll get that 50% off right now. And also, if you use my code WESTW, you will get an additional 10% off whatever your final sales price is. Just follow the links right down below, grab yourself some beautiful Emma products, and I guarantee you, you will never have a more comfortable sleep. So right now, I gotta go back, keep talking to my uncle as we plan and prepare our upcoming trip to Taiwan. Back to the video.
You've also chosen some historical sites for us that I'm eager to see. And I'm eager to go back to Taichung, where I lived when I was teaching school at Viator High School, Weida Zhongxue. I was teaching Chu-Er. So it'll be interesting to go back to Taichung and see how that city has changed. I know it's changed a lot since I lived there. There was development, you could see it was changing, but it was not at all the way it is now, I'm sure. They had, for example, open sewers that were concrete, but they were open culverts between 2 lanes of traffic on each side. And that, I'm sure, is long gone. There was no subway. The buses were very polluting. Not many cars. There were taxis that were this small model of Taiwan-made cars that I don't think are made anymore. You could see that people were working hard and the city was making progress, but it was nothing the way it is now, I'm sure. And I'm eager to see the new grounds of Viator High School, because unfortunately the grounds that I knew and lived on have since been developed. So it's in a new site, and I'm eager to see that as well.
Okay, because that was one of the fascinating things about the last time we spoke, is after our interview went up on my YouTube channel, you know, many of your old students actually came out of the woodwork, so to speak, recognized you on my channel, and then reached out to you, which I thought was unbelievable.
It was amazing. I never would have thought that people I taught as 13-year-olds are still in touch with one another 50 years later, and then remembered me.
Right.
I was there just there for 1 year, doing my best to teach. They taught me how to teach. Thank you very much, students of True Art. And I worked really hard, but I have no idea what effect I have. And it was terrific that they still remembered me all these years on. So I'm really looking forward to meeting whoever is able to get together with me during my 3 short weeks there. 戴思如老师 from 味道中学初二.
Okay, so if any of you are watching, please reach out down in the comments with any questions you have about Uncle Gordon, or even if you'd want to meet up and, have a dinner or plan an activity while we're in Taiwan. That would be amazing. I think you said in our last video, close the loop of your time in Taiwan.
That's right, yeah. I mean, it was so long ago. It really shaped me as a person. I just graduated from university. I was, 22. It was a wonderful experience. It taught me to love teaching, and I've done that ever since. It gave me an exposure to a very foreign culture. I traveled a lot, but never lived abroad for that length of time. I worked with the French-Canadian priests who were at the school at the time, and they were a wonderful group of men who dedicated their lives to the service of others. That was very impressive. So it was very formative for me in many, many ways.
And as you said, you have gone on to dedicate your life to teaching.
I've taught, really 50 years with very little breaks. And I'm going to, dare I say it, retire this December. So that's another way in which I'm closing the loop.
Right.
I'll be ending my full-time teaching career. I'll teach a little bit on the side, but December will be the end of my full-time teaching career, also in university administration, which I've loved every minute of. And in part, as I say, it was the love of education that I got at Viator High School initially.
And so of all the things that we've planned on the trip and all the things you remember from Taiwan, what would you say you're looking forward to most about coming back here all these years later?
Yeah, I've continued to study Chinese off and on. So I'm looking forward to trying to use it when I'm there in Taiwan. There's very little opportunity here in Toronto. I'm looking forward a lot to seeing how Taiwan has developed. I follow your videos. I follow other videos. I know it's made huge developments in sense of its government, its infrastructure, its social cohesion, its sense of identity. That's changed a huge amount since I was in the school system before democratization. So I'm eager to see that. And I think Taiwan has a lot to teach me from Toronto about infrastructure. The Taipei MRT subway system is considered possibly the best in the world. And I use Toronto's subway system a lot. It's not bad by North American standards, but it's nowhere near as good as the infrastructure in Taiwan. So I'm really eager to test that out and admire what the Taiwanese do well that we should be imitating.
Because they do things well here, but they also do things very quickly. So it's the best of both worlds.
That's right. There's a LRT line that's been under construction in Toronto, I think for 10 years now. Stop and start, lawsuits flying backwards and forwards, and it's only going 17 kilometers.
Okay.
Whereas when I was last in Taiwan in 2015 for a brief language study session, I had dinner with the father of a colleague of mine, and he said, of course the subway opens a new line every year. Yeah. How else can we progress? And he meant it.
And even since I've been here, they started the construction on the LRT line in Kaohsiung, and it's already finished and functioning and efficient, and it's only been, 7 years, if that.
Yeah.
And you said the one in Toronto has been ongoing for a decade or more.
Forever. So I think I've got a lot to learn and admire. And of course, I'm eager to meet with any students have the time to come together, and I'm eager to hear what they've done with their lives. I mean, gee, I last knew when they were 13, and they're now in their 50s. So it's a whole lifetime, and I'm sure that they've done very well. I'm eager to hear about their family life, their professional life, their social life. Gee, that's a whole lifetime to get caught up on.
Amazing. Well, thanks a lot for sitting down with me, Gordon. Absolutely can't wait for the trip. And
so am I. I'm eager to start.
Yeah, and I love your t-shirt, by the way, or your sweatshirt.
Yes,
there.
Thank you very much. So I just happen to have this on today. This is the emblem of the Royal Canadian Air Force. And my father and Wes, your grandfather, was a pilot in World War II for Canada. And so I bought this when I saw it in honor of him. It may be a little thick to bring to Taiwan, but I'm glad I have it on today.
Yes, that's right. I think the weather will be quite warm, so no worries about bringing sweaters or anything.
I'm looking forward to the warm weather. I'll see you then.
Okay, thanks a lot, Gordon. And
Bye.
please everybody reach out down in the comments if you have any questions or suggestions for Gordon. So thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, Gordy.